Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to the Venice Indians High School Football Postgame Show. I'm Doug Miles along with Ed Schneider and Rich Spitaleri here at Hawkins Stadium on the campus of Manatee High School tonight, where we saw another dominating performance by the Manatee Hurricanes as they go 12-0 on the season in the 7A Regional Semifinal, defeating Venice tonight 56-7. And Rich, we expected Manatee obviously to be a tough opponent tonight, but it really was a total blowout from the beginning.
Really was, and Venice killed themselves too. 4 turnovers in the first half and led directly to 28 points. The Hurricanes led 49-0 at the half, despite having the ball only 5 times. So that kind of tells you the kind of domination there was tonight.
And Ed, I mean, this is your first chance to see Manatee this year, but you and I have done games before we covered this team, and I think they just have more offensive firepower than we've ever seen, going even for last year's team that won it all.
Right, they have just a multitude of playmakers, and I hate to say it, but it's a game that probably wasn't as close as the final score indicated, and the final score was 56-7, so they could have named their score just about it. They would have kept the starters in the entire game, so they are deserving of that #1 ranking in the country.
Manatee scored early and often. They scored a little bit less than 3 minutes into the game when Cord Sandberg, one of the best quarterbacks, high school quarterbacks in the country, is going to go to Southern Mississippi, right?
Mississippi
State, I'm sorry, next year to play football. He threw a touchdown pass 25 yards to Yancey. He had 27 touchdowns coming into the game tonight, just 1 interception. So that gives you an idea how potent the Manatee offense has been this year.
He's been just a total domination all season long, and they fixed what really ailed them late in the season, including the game against Venice and the game before. They'd given up over 500 yards on the ground in those 2 games. They apparently have fixed that, although they had an injury in the third quarter. Willie Smith, their senior captain, went down, and he was in apparent distress. And if he doesn't continue on, that could be a factor later on in the playoffs for the Hurricanes.
Sandberg had another touchdown pass as well. Also ran for 1, and Venice really never got their running tandem going tonight of Cale Utze, the quarterback, and Terry Polk, although Polk got going a little bit in the second half, finished with 56 yards on 13 carries. Utze did finish with 80 yards on 15 carries, 1 touchdown pass, but totally bottled up tonight by that huge defensive line of Manatee.
Right, most of that yardage was gained in the second half after the game was out of reach, and the Manatee front was really dominating. Utze was getting hit many times in the backfield. Going into the game, we said that was going to be one of the biggest keys. Could they limit the negative plays? They had 17 of them in the first game. Probably was close to that again tonight, especially in the first half. And Venice was just overwhelmed by the Manatee front, and that really all led to the rash of turnovers that put the game away early for the Hurricanes.
Well, despite the loss tonight, we were talking about it on our broadcast on the Spit Sports Network. Really another outstanding season. Congratulations to John Peacock and his staff. 8 wins this year, playoffs for the 6th year in a row, making it to the second round, really finishing as the best team in Sarasota County, making it this far into the playoffs. So I know it leaves a bitter taste in the players' and coaches' mouths tonight losing, but you did lose to the #1 team in the country, and you got to say, we had a pretty good season despite that.
All that will be totally lost by Coach John Peacock. It means nothing. He doesn't want to be the best team in Sarasota County. He wants to be the best team in the state, and they've got some work to do in the offseason.
And he's a guy that, like you said, Rich, will be putting him right back to work in a couple of weeks, right?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. They'll be back in the weight room shortly.
I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in to our Venice Indians high school football postgame shows all year long. And Rich, thank you for being part of this. It's been a lot of fun. And Ed, for joining us tonight. Ed and I are well known to our postgame viewers. We've done a lot of these, haven't we?
In the past we have, and I'm glad to be here tonight and join you guys on a great game and a good call with you.
Final score once again from Manatee tonight. The Manatee Hurricanes 56 and the Venice Indians 7 in the 7A Regional Semifinals. Good luck to Manatee as they go on to try and defend their state championship next year. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you again next time here on the Postgame Show.